In January 2025, the AI world was rocked by an unexpected twist. A Chinese startup called DeepSeek launched a powerful, low-cost model that outperformed tech giants and turned heads across the industry. Meta fired back with its Llama 4 series, sparking a high-stakes battle for AI dominance. This is the story of how a quiet underdog challenged a titan and changed the future of artificial intelligence. DeepSeek R1. In January 2025, the AI industry got hit with a plot twist straight out of Silicon Valley fan fiction. Out of nowhere, a relatively obscure Chinese startup named DeepSeek exploded onto the global stage, making billion-dollar tech giants look like they were standing still. Spearheaded by former hedge fund manager Liang Wenfeng, who apparently swapped stocks for neural networks, the company released its first large language model, DeepSeek R1. Funded by High Flyer Capital Management, the project was trained on 2,048 NVIDIA H800 GPUs and cost around $5.6 million to build. For context, that's cheaper than the bonus of a senior AI lead at Meta. And yet, despite the modest budget, R1 wasn't just good, it was phenomenal. In benchmark tests, it outshone models from Meta and even took shots at OpenAI's crown by beating their systems in logical reasoning and complex problem solving. Its performance on tasks like math, coding, and knowledge retrieval pushed it to the top of open-source leaderboards. The shockwave was so intense that US tech stocks dipped in response, with analysts dubbing the moment a modern-day Sputnik scare for AI. DeepSeek R1 had done what no one expected, disrupted the disruptors, and forced the world to ask, is China now leading the AI race? Meta's Llama 4. When DeepSeek R1 crashed the AI party, Meta didn't take it lying down. Like a heavyweight champion caught off guard, Meta rolled up its sleeves and hit back hard with the Llama 4 series, unveiled in April 2025. This was not just an update, it was a full-blown evolution. The lineup includes 3 behemoths: Llama 4 Scout, 109 billion parameters, Llama 4 Maverick, 400 billion, and Llama 4 Behemoth, which is still in training and set to reach a jaw-dropping 2 trillion parameters. That's like building an AI brain the size of Mount Everest if Mount Everest could write code, understand sarcasm, and summarize War and Peace in 5 seconds. What really sets the Llama 4 family apart is its use of a mixture of experts system. This architecture activates only a few specialized experts per task rather than lighting up the entire model each time. It's a clever energy-saving trick that keeps performance high while cutting compute costs dramatically. Scout, with its 10 million token context window, can process roughly 15,000 pages in one go, while Maverick manages 1 million tokens, making them incredibly useful for legal analysis, academic research, and medical diagnostics. And the best part? Developers can host them locally, completely open source. Meta wasn't just responding, they were reloading for round 2 of the AI arms race. Performance metrics. When it comes to flexing muscles in the AI arena, benchmark tests are the ultimate battleground, and what we got here was nothing short of a digital gladiator duel. DeepSeek R1 made jaws drop by scoring an elite 97.3 on the Math 500 benchmark, a domain known for testing mathematical reasoning at an Ivy League level. Meta's heavyweight Llama 4 Behemoth wasn't far behind, posting a 95.0, still impressive, but second place nonetheless. In the GPQA Diamond test, which evaluates general-purpose factual understanding, Behemoth hit back with a score of 73.7, edging out R1's 71.3. Then came the massive multitask language understanding benchmark, a real stress test for any AI's general knowledge across dozens of subjects: history, law, STEM, you name it. R1 topped it again with a score of 90.8, while Behemoth lagged slightly at 82.2. These aren't just academic numbers, they reflect how effectively an AI can navigate the chaotic soup of human language, context, and logic. Even Meta's Llama 4 Scout and Maverick models got in on the action, outperforming GPT-4 in document comprehension, math reasoning, Math Vista, and data analysis, ChartQA. The takeaway? This wasn't just East versus West, it was a battle of finely tuned neural minds, with both sides proving they could throw data punches like heavyweight champs. Cost efficiency. Let's be honest, until now, diving into AI felt like buying a seat on a private jet. You needed serious money and serious hardware. But DeepSeek R1 just rewrote the script, proving that power doesn't have to come with a platinum price tag. trained for just $5.6 million. R1 punched far above its weight, matching the performance of OpenAI's GPT-4 and Google's Gemini, both rumored to have training budgets in the tens or even hundreds of millions. That's like building a rocket ship in your backyard and beating NASA to Mars. The implications were massive. Smaller businesses, universities, and research centers that were once locked out of advanced AI tech now had a viable option. Meta took note and responded in kind with Llama 4. Maverick's usage ranges between $0.19 to $0.49 per million tokens chump change compared to GPT-4's hefty $4.38, according to Hugging Face and community benchmarks. And that's before we talk about Grok, the AI cloud provider that dropped prices even lower, offering Scouts input tokens for just $0.11. At this rate, your AI chatbot might start costing less than your daily coffee. This drop in costs isn't just good for the wallet, it's revolutionary. It democratizes access to tools that once felt like they belonged only to Silicon Valley's elite. Suddenly, AI is not a luxury item, it's office stationery. Safety and alignment. As powerful as these models are, with great power comes great hallucinations, misinformation, and the occasional AI-generated conspiracy theory about lizard people. Meta didn't just inflate the size of Llama 4's brain, they also bulked up its moral compass. Llama Guard and Prompt Guard were introduced as bouncers for your chatbot, constantly scanning inputs and outputs for hate speech, misinformation, and that weird stuff people inevitably tried to make AI say. Then there's Skull, Meta's AI watchdog that hunts for security vulnerabilities like a digital bloodhound. It's part antivirus, part babysitter, and all very necessary when you're dealing with software smart enough to generate its own code. But here's where it gets spicy. Meta acknowledged that its older models had a tendency to lean politically left. After Donald Trump's re-election, Meta recalibrated Llama 4 to be more fair and balanced, even skewing toward right-wing views in some scenarios. Whether that's a response to political pressure or a clever market strategy is up for debate, but it's a clear pivot. Meanwhile, DeepSeek has stayed suspiciously quiet on the safety front. With no official documentation on safety protocols, concerns are growing that R1 might be a little too open to influence, especially from the Chinese government. US lawmakers and cybersecurity experts have flagged potential risks involving surveillance, training data integrity, and backdoor exploits. It's like the Cold War, but with code and compute instead of missiles and spies. A new era of AI competition. The AI arms race is no longer a private contest between Silicon Valley elites, it's gone global, and the battlefield is growing wider by the day. With DeepSeek R1 proving that elite-level performance can be achieved on a startup budget, and Meta's Llama 4 firing back with scale, safety, and multimodal intelligence, the competition is hotter than a GPU in a sauna. We're not just witnessing a technological shift, we are watching the democratization of artificial intelligence. Researchers, developers, educators, and small businesses all stand to benefit from this fierce competition as prices fall and capabilities rise. Behemoth may be late to the party, but it's being trained on more than 30 trillion tokens using 32,000 GPUs, so when it shows up, it might just rewrite the rules again. Whether you're Team DeepSeek or Team Meta, one thing's clear. The future of AI is not coming, it's already here, typing faster than you can read. And if this is what 2025 looks like, buckle up, 2026 is going to be wild. And there you have it, the AI battle of 2025, where a scrappy startup shook the world and a tech giant hit back with everything it had. So what do you think? Are you Team DeepSeek or Team Llama 4? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're ready for a good old-fashioned debate. And if you enjoyed this dive into the wild world of AI warfare, make sure to hit that like button, smash subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you don't miss the next digital showdown.